Hey everyone, welcome. I have a very special intermediate yoga practice for you today. It's called Don't Even Get Up Yoga. What? Yeah, Don't Even Get Up Yoga. We're not even gonna stand up at all, but don't be fooled. That doesn't mean this is easy. This yoga flow is challenging. We're gonna work a lot of the core, but really we're just here to explore. So even if you're new to yoga, give it a shot and just see what comes out of it. You don't need a yoga mat, just somewhere where you can lie down comfortably, maybe a rug or a carpet. I might recommend having a blanket handy if you like to sit on something cushiony or have some extra cushion for your knees. So when you're ready, get into something comfy and let's explore what the body can do, how the breath moves, just for 30 minutes. Don't even get up yoga. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna get started lying down all the way on the back. So I have my blanket nearby here. I'm just gonna come all the way down, any way you want. Once you come down, I want you to keep your feet planted with your knees bent, pointing up towards the sky. If you would rather have your blanket underneath your head as a pillow, that's fine. See if you can use your body awareness right here, your own proprioception, to stack your knees right about over your ankles, with your feet hip-width distance apart, toes pointing straight forward. And if you have a ponytail like me, maybe just kind of move it off to the side just so the back of your head can feel really heavy down on the mat. And then bring both of your hands just onto your belly lightly. Once you do that, just kind of rock back and forth and shimmy your shoulder blades down your back, just so your neck feels really long here. Then if it feels okay, close your eyes. Let's take a couple big breaths here just to introduce our body, our thoughts into this practice. Take a big inhale. Feel your hands rise. Then open your mouth, exhale. Yeah, that probably feels really nice. Just take 2 more of those. Inhale, fill up. Feel the ribs expand. Feel your hands rise. Exhale out the mouth. Let all the air go. One more big breath like that. Inhale, fill up. Out the mouth, exhale. And then just close your mouth, so seal your lips and just keep breathing in and out. Really slow, long breaths, just like we took there. And in your mind, just let your thoughts tell yourself that your time, the next couple moments, are just for you. So this intermediate, quick flow, we're just gonna see how the breath moves. We're gonna try to keep the thoughts here with us as we do each physical movement. That's our only goal here. Just take one more slow breath. And then you can keep your eyes closed, or you can open them, whatever feels best. Just bring your arms down alongside your body. Yeah, right down alongside your body. Palms face down. Spread your fingers out wide so you feel the stretch of the webbing between your fingers, and lie them down flat. So press your hands down, press your arms down, press your shoulder blades down. Feel how this opens up your chest. And then on your inhale, drive your feet down as well and lift your hips up. Bridge pose. Keep the back of your head heavy on the mat. Feel your chest move towards your chin. Take another big inhale. One of those slow exhales to lower all the way down the entire length of your exhale here. Very nice. Let's bring our arms into it now. So on your inhale, drive your feet down, lift your hips. If it feels okay, you can start reaching your arms up and overhead. Keep the fingers spreading wide. Maybe your arms reach up alongside your ears. Then as you exhale, slowly lower the hips, arms sweep down alongside your body. Good. 2 more of those. Inhale, lift the hips up. Maybe the arms come with you. Feel the chin moves towards the chest. Feel the stretch of the front side of the body. Exhale, slowly lower down. Hello, plant. Just one more. Inhale, fill up. Big, long, deep breaths. Reach up, stretch out. Exhale, slowly lower down. Good, and once you're down, just stay down. Bring your hands back to your belly, where your low belly is, so kind of that space below your belly button. And then just using the hip muscles, keep your right foot where it is, and hug your left knee in towards your chest. Flex your left ankle. I want you to feel like you're kicking your left heel towards your left glute, like there's a piece of paper behind your knee that you're trying to squeeze here. So feel the hamstring firm up. And then keeping your left ankle flex, just cross your left ankle right over your right thigh, right above the knee. Good, I want you to keep space between your thighs. We're forming a figure 4 here. So just using your leg muscle, let your left knee press forward towards the front of your mat, like you're trying to bring your left knee parallel with your left ankle. Figure 4 in the legs here. And then maybe you might feel sensation on your left outer hip. I want you to feel your left thigh inside the hip socket rotate out over towards the left, just so that your left inner thigh shines forward towards your face. And then keeping your hands on your low belly, just begin to use the hip muscles to hug your right thigh in towards your chest. And I want you to feel the firmness of your low belly as you do this. And as you hug the right thigh in, I want you to keep pressing the left knee forward. And feel that opposing action. Feel the firmness in your belly here. Just take one more breath here. Let the core work. Slow breaths. And then gently bring the right foot back down onto the mat. Keep the legs in this figure 4. Open your arms wide out to the side. We call this T shape. Let your palms face up. And just feel open across the chest. And then let your legs just fall over to the right side. All the way. They might not come down all the way, but you want to still feel this figure 4 in your legs. Your left foot might come all the way down onto the mat. And keep your left knee pointing forward towards the front of your mat. The back of your head can stay heavy on your mat. And just feel this really wide open twist in your belly here. Take one big breath. Okay, and then bring your hands back to your belly here, your low belly. I want you to move from your belly, move from your center. So feel your belly firm up. Use your core muscles to slowly bring your legs all the way back up to center. And then gently uncross your legs. And we'll move into the other side. Keep your right foot planted down, left foot planted down, and hug your right knee in toward your chest. Flex your right ankle and squeeze your right heel towards your right glute, just like there's a piece of paper behind your knee that you're trying to hug, just to get the hamstring involved. And then gently cross the right ankle over the left thigh, figure 4. Right knee presses forward. You might feel sensation in your right outer hip. That's fine. And just feel your right thigh rotating inside of the hip socket. So your right inner thigh shines up towards your face. Hands stay on the low belly just so we can feel the actual core work here. Using the hip muscles, just begin to hug the left knee in towards your chest. Flex your left ankle, flex your right ankle. Feel your low belly firm up. And as much as you hug your left knee in toward your chest, press your right knee forward. Feel that opposing action here. Feel your low belly firm. Just take one more slow, deep breath. Feel the breath. And then gently lower your right foot down to the mat. Open your arms into a T, palms facing up, and gently twist. Let your legs fall over to the left. Your right foot might come down to meet the mat. Just let the back of your head be heavy. Just feel this wide open, expansive twist in your torso. One more easy breath. All right, hands back to the belly. Feel the low belly firm up. Move from your center. Slowly bring your legs back up through center. And then uncross your legs. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock side to side, massaging out your low back. Then if you're working with low back issues, roll off to one side, come up to a seat. Otherwise, just one rock and roll around your spine. Slowly come all the way up. Very nice, my friends. All right, so we're gonna stay in a seat right here with the knees bent. Plant the feet down, just like when we were lying down. I want you to feel your torso get very long, just like it was when we were lying down. Bring your hands back behind you. Your fingertips can point towards your glutes or maybe away, whatever feels best in your wrists here. I'm gonna point them towards my glutes. And now feel your shoulder heads roll back. Feel open across your chest. Feel your low belly firm up, even without your hands there. And then climb onto your tippy toes. I want you to imagine that you have a block between your knees that you're hugging here. Maybe stay here and maybe lift your right foot, flexing your right ankle. Maybe your left foot. Notice when I lift up, I don't start rounding and sloping back. I'm still up right here, like I'm forming a V between my thighs and my chest here, all the way up to my shoulder. Flex your ankles, and then slowly, if it feels okay, bring your ankles and your knees to touch. Hug here, like you're hugging a piece of paper. You might bring one hand forward, like you're reaching towards your toes. You might bring your other hand. But again, notice, if you do reach your hands up, you're not starting to round and slope in the back. You're still lifting up, like there's a string attached to your sternum, pulling you forward. Keep hugging the thighs together. Yeah, and then feel this. Feel the work in the core. Feel your low belly firm. 2 slow, easy breaths here. Bring your focus just to the breath. Any thoughts that are racing, slow them down. And then slowly bring your feet back down and slowly grab your shins. Maybe round your spine. Just thank yourself for that work, the challenge. And then cross out your ankles. Let's come on over onto tabletop position, all fours here, hands and knees. So if you'd like, you have a blanket at this point that you can bring underneath your knees. If you are working with sensitive knees, just for some extra cushion. Spread your fingers out wide so you feel the stretch of the webbing between your hands. Shoulders right over wrists, hips right over knees, tops of the feet down. And let's take 3 cat-cows here. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, press your palms down. Keep your arms straight, slowly round in. Feel your shoulder blades melt apart. Let's do the opposite on the inhale. Dip the belly. Feel the chest pull forward and up. Maybe hips reach up a little bit. Exhale, chin to chest. Drive the palms down, round in. One more like that. Inhale, dip your belly. Pull your shoulder blades down the back. That helps to lift the chest forward. Exhale, slowly round in. Okay, now inhale into a neutral spine, so that space between rounding and falling down. And I want you to puff up just a little bit between the shoulder blades. So we're not rounding here, we're just rounding in the upper back. Like there's a hand between your shoulder blades that you're pressing into here. Keep your gaze down between your thumbs. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Step your right foot back. Ball of your right foot is down. And then follow that with your left foot. Plank pose. If at this moment this feels like a lot anywhere in your body, in your wrists, your core, then gently lower your knees down for modified plank. If you are in modified plank, I just want you to notice for a second that your knees are not under your hips, but rather your knees are behind your hips. So it's a little more work on your core. So wherever you want to be, knees down or knees lifted. Puff up between your shoulder blades and feel that firmness in your lower belly that we felt before. I want you to feel like your chest is pulling forward between the gateway and your arms, but your heels are reaching back. Firm up your thighs a lot here and drive your palms down like you're trying to push yourself away from your mat. Take one more big inhale here. And then exhale, slowly lower the knees down. Untuck the toes. sink your hips back towards your heels, gentle child's pose. You can let your head hang, or you can bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. If you can't sink your hips down to your heels, you can just come onto your forearms and just kind of chill here just for a second. We're just taking a rest, take a break here. Let your head hang or your forehead come down to the mat. Notice your breath. Notice the rate of your breath. See if you can slow that down by lengthening your inhales and your exhales. All right, my friends, stay here as long as you'd like, and when you're ready, come on up into all fours, tabletop position here. All right, begin to shift your way into your left knee and step your right foot all the way back behind you, ball of the right foot down. Then we'll just take 3 rocks back and forth onto the right toes and then pressing the right heel back. Maybe feel any sensation in the back of the right calf. And then come back through center, shoulders right over your wrists. Feel the firmness in your belly here, and maybe float your right foot up any amount. And when you lift your right foot, I want you to notice we're not going here. We're not letting the belly dip in the back arch. We're staying really firm in the belly as much as we can. Still puff up between the shoulder blades, very plank-like in the torso, and press your right heel straight back. Take a big inhale here. Now keep your right thigh where it is. As you exhale, I just want you to kick your right heel towards your right glute. Yeah, just like we did in the beginning of class. Feel like you're squeezing that paper behind your right knee. Keep kicking your right glute, and then slowly, without losing that kicking action, hug your right thigh in towards your belly. Keep kicking your right glute as you hug in towards your belly. Good, suck your right thigh up close to your belly and then begin to drive your palms down and around your spine here. Good, keep bringing your right knee forward like it's coming toward your chest. And then we're slowly gonna step through between the hands as much as you can. If you kind of stop halfway like me, then just shimmy your right foot forward, scooch it forward, just so your right knee is over your right ankle and your hips are just a little more forward than your left knee. Stamp your right foot straight down. Bring your hands to the top of your right thigh. Use your hands to peel your chest and belly up, crescent pose. Let the weight of your shoulders just feel heavy on your back. And just kind of notice if you're just hanging out, sinking here. Drive your right foot down to lift up and out of your right hip. Feel your shoulders right over your hips. You can keep your hands at your hips, or you can reach your arms up alongside your ear. Take one big inhale here, fill up. For your whole exhale, hands come down to the mat. Press your palms down, and then sink your hips back. As you straighten out your right leg, you can walk your hands back under your shoulders, maybe flex your right toes up. Bend in your right knee as much as you need to accommodate the hamstring. Just take a breath here. You can move your hips side to side, whatever feels good, yogis. And then we'll re-bend into the right knee. Toe heel your right foot out to the right just a little bit, just so you can plant your right hand down so your shoulders are over your wrists. And this just makes it easier to press the hands down around the spine and then swoop your right knee back next to your left. In tabletop position. All right, and here we go on the other side. Left foot steps back. 3 rocks back and forth. Just feeling any sensation in the back of your left calf. And then back to the center, shoulders right over the wrists. Really firm, really strong in the torso, left foot floats up any amount. You don't have to lift very high, okay? Press your left foot straight back as your chest continues to pull forward. No sinking or dipping here. We're very strong, very firm in the core. Now here we go, we're kicking our own butts here. Kick your left heel toward your left glute. Hug in, let that hamstring work. We don't strengthen hamstrings a lot in yoga, so do the work here. Without losing that kicking action, begin to hug the left thigh in towards the belly. Good, keep kicking your own glute as you hug in. Now we round. Press your palms down, make this space here, my friends. Draw your left knee forward, step your left foot through between your hands. And you might not get there, and that's okay. That's the work in the yoga. Just kind of notice how you react. Are you frustrated, or can you let it go? It's just a silly yoga pose. Left knee comes over your left ankle, hips a little more forward than your right knee. Drive your left foot down, bring your hands to the top of your left thigh. Use your arms as leverage to peel your chest and belly up. Crescent moon. Slow the breath. Slow it down. Anything you need to do to release tension in your neck or shoulders. Sometimes we don't even realize we're holding on to it. Hands can stay for support on the thigh, or maybe reach the arms up alongside the ears. Feel open in the chest. One big inhale here. Exhale, slowly, hands come back down. And then press the hips back. Straighten out your left leg any amount. Maybe left toes flex up towards the ceiling. Bend in the left knee if you'd like. Maybe wag your hips side to side. One breath here, half splits. All right, rebend into the left knee. Bring your hands down. Toe heel your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Make sure your shoulders are right over your wrists here. Drive your palms down. Let the core work. This helps to swoop your left knee back next to your right. And then let's lower back down to child's pose here. If your wrists are feeling tender, you can roll your wrists out. Slow your breath down. All right, if you have a blanket under your knees, slowly just come up onto your hands and just gently slide the blanket out from underneath your knees. And then from wherever you are in your child's pose or in your rest pose, press your palms down and slowly lift your chest, come forward, and just slither down all the way down onto your belly. For Sphinx pose, forearms come down, palms come down. I want you to parallel your forearms with the sides of your mat and spread your fingers out really wide. And toes press straight back. Press the tops of your feet down so you firm up your thighs here. And then just kind of notice this. Check this out. We're not just slumping down into the shoulders. We're pressing the forearms down and lifting up and away. Drag your hands and your forearms back and let that pull your chest forward. Roll the shoulder heads back here. Breathe. Feel open in the chest. No pain in the low back. If you feel very crunchy in the low back, walk your forearms forward just a little bit and lower your chest down. All right, here we go. Little heat here. Press the forearms down. Make sure your shoulders are right over your elbows. Tuck your toes back behind you. Forearm plank. Drive the forearms down, lift your hips up. You can always lower your knees down here for support, just like we did in plank. Otherwise, knees up. Press the heels back. Feel that puffiness here between your shoulder blades. Keep your gaze down to keep your whole spine long. We're taking 5 slow breaths here, my friends, and stay with it. Feel the firmness of the low belly. These are the moments where we're really challenged in our yoga practice, where the mind starts to want to chat to us. See if you can stay here, stay present with your attention. Keep pressing your forearms down. Keep lifting your hips up. Firm your thighs. Stay with it. You can do this. Focus on where you feel your breath, maybe your belly, maybe your chest. Maybe breathe up between your shoulder blades. We just have one more breath here. All right, one last inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the knees. Lower the hips. Tops of the feet press down. Sphinx pose. Press the chest forward. Very nice work. You can roll the head. Give yourself some neck rolls. Just kind of notice. Notice in your mind what comes up after you do something like that. Notice how you react, not just in your body physically, but in your thoughts. And physiologically, notice how your heart rate responds, how your respiratory rate, how you're breathing. Very good. And then slowly just lower your chest all the way down. Bring your forehead down to the mat and sweep your arms back alongside your body here. Point your thumbs down so that your pinky fingers point up towards the ceiling. And then press the tops of your feet down. Press your pubic bone down, that bone on the opposite side of your body than your tailbone. Feel that, how that firms up your belly here. And then lift your hands up. Reach your fingertips back. Feel that pull your shoulder heads up and back, and then take an inhale. Tops of the feet press. Pull your chest forward. Lift up just a little bit. Gaze stays down. Keep the tops of your feet pressing. Take a big inhale. Exhale, slowly drag your chest forward, lower down. Good. Again, maybe this time you interlace your hands behind your low back if that feels accessible. Maybe not. If it does, see if you can press the palms towards each other. Roll the shoulder heads back. Press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, lift the chest forward and up. Even here, feel the belly firm underneath you. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, slowly drag forward. Lower the forehead, the chest back down to the mat. One more of those, hands interlaced or hands apart. Take a big inhale, lift up. Pubic bone and tops of the feet. Press down firmly. Pull the chest forward and up. Exhale, slowly lower back down. All right, bring your hands alongside your rib cage. Tuck your toes back behind you. We're pressing straight back up onto all fours. So take a big inhale here. And then exhale, drive your palms down. See if you can lift up onto all fours. And then slowly sit back onto your heels. Okay, let's swing the legs forward and come into a seat here. If you have your blanket and you would rather slide your blanket underneath your seat, you can sit down on your blanket here. Flex your feet. This might feel really nice in your hamstrings here, so you're welcome to stay here. I want you to just firm up your thighs. You can bend in your knees as much as you like here. You don't have to straighten out the legs. And you can stay upright. This feels really nice for me. I feel really open here. If you'd like, you can crawl your hands forward. You can rest your hands on your ankles. You can grab your feet, your shins, whatever feels best for you. Just be somewhere where you can chill for a little bit, where you can feel an openness in the backs of the legs without pinching behind the knees or at your glutes. If you feel any pinching here, bend your knees generously. We'll just be here for 2 breaths. And again, just notice here. Notice where you feel your breath moving. Do you feel your ribs expanding? Do you feel your chest rising? Just tune into those sensations. And if your hands are on your ankles or your calves, gently walk your hands back so you restack your spine. And then bend your knees so that they're out to the side. Soles of the feet together. All right, so different hips, different bodies, different days. If your hips and your inner thighs feel really tender here, then your heels scooch forward so the diamond you're making with your legs is really long. And if you're feeling very open in your hips and your inner thighs, then walk your heels close towards your pelvis. So kind of up to you. Just feel it out, don't overthink it. Bring your hands over your ankles. So just kind of gently, loosely grab your ankles. Roll your shoulder heads back. Feel how this helps to pull your chest forward. Notice we're not overarching in the low back here. We're just trying to feel open in the chest. We do a lot of driving. We do a lot of texting. So we're just trying to reverse that a little bit. Be open. Let the knees just hang in their own weight. If you can, close your eyes. 2 slow breaths here. See if you can intentionally slow your breath down. Okay, my friends, last little bit here. You can end class either lying all the way down on your back or come into a seat. Just find somewhere that's comfortable. I'm just gonna turn so I can face you, just so we can close out the practice together. Wherever feels comfortable, you can sit against a wall, lie down, you decide. Don't overthink it. Just be heavy in your body. If you're sitting, just let your arms be heavy, rest down, close your eyes if it feels okay. Closing the eyes is just a nice way to not feel distracted by what's going on around you, but just rather turn your attention, shift your focus to inside. What's going on in the thoughts here? See if you can be really still in your body. Resist any urge to move. And as you find that stillness in your body, see if you can find that stillness in your thoughts. So that instead of letting your mind wander and race, spiral down the rabbit hole of any thoughts that pop up, instead you're just here. Your attention is exactly with you, with what you're doing. Just being still. Slowing the breath down. And as you're here, as you're still, as you're breathing, just silently thank yourself, just for giving yourself 30 moments just to be open, to explore what your body can do, to check in. That's what the yoga practice is all about. When you're ready, slowly blink your eyes open. Thank you for joining me. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that challenging, powerful flow in a feel good, I feel strong kind of way. If this flow felt a little too challenging for you, go back and check out my Total Beginner Flow, which is a nice, easy way to introduce yourself into your yoga practice. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that whenever these videos are released, you'll be the first to know. And I'll see you next time.